One Piece has introduced hundreds of devil fruits over the years, but not all of them are equally common. Some are so rare that only one user has ever been seen with them, while others are treated like legends that most people believe don't even exist. That's what makes these abilities so special. Today we're counting down the rarest devil fruits in One Piece, ranking the 10 hardest to find and explaining what makes each one so unique. Coming in at number 10, we have the Zushi Zushi no Mi, the gravity fruit used by Fujitora. Out of every Paramecia introduced in One Piece, this power is completely unique. No other devil fruit allows its user to control gravity itself. Fujitora can pull huge objects towards him, crush enemies under invisible force, and even call giant meteors down from the sky. He can change the battlefield without even touching his opponents. That alone makes this one of the rarest abilities we've ever seen in the series. What makes this fruit even more impressive is that Fujitora fights while completely blind. Instead of relying on his eyes, he depends on his instincts and his mastery of gravity. That shows just how much control this fruit requires. There's no weaker version of this ability and no other fruit that does anything similar. It stands completely on its own. That's exactly why the Zushi Zushi no Mi deserves a place among the rarest devil fruits in One Piece. Next up, we have the Toki Toki no Mi, the time fruit used by Kozuki Toki. This is one of the most unique devil fruits ever introduced because it allows the user to send people or objects into the future. Once someone is sent forward in time, there's no way to bring them back. The trip cannot be reversed, making this power completely different from every other devil fruit in the series. Toki used this ability to send her son and his allies many years into the future, giving them another chance to save Wano. No other devil fruit has shown anything close to this kind of time manipulation. It has no similar version and no matching ability anywhere else in the story. It simply exists on its own. That one-of-a-kind nature is exactly why the Toki Toki no Mi ranks among the rarest devil fruits ever discovered. Moving up to number 8, we have the Yomi Yomi no Mi, the revival fruit eaten by Brook. This fruit gives its users something almost impossible in the world of One Piece. It brings them back to life after they die. Brook was already dead before his soul found its way back to his body, making him the only living skeleton in the entire series. Very few devil fruits come close to breaking the rules of life and death like this one. After returning to life, Brook also gained the ability to separate his soul from his body for short periods of time. He can pass through walls, scout dangerous areas, and travel where no normal person could go. Even after all these years, this fruit remains one of the hardest abilities to explain, because it does something nobody expected a devil fruit to do. That alone makes the Yomi Yomi no Mi one of the rarest fruits in One Piece. Up next at number 7, we have the Goro Goro no Mi, the lightning fruit used by Inu. This is not just another powerful Logia. Inu himself called it one of the rarest devil fruits in existence, and everything we've seen supports that claim. It allows the user to become lightning itself, move at incredible speed, and strike enemies with devastating electrical attacks that are almost impossible to avoid. With this fruit, Inu was able to destroy entire areas from miles away and overwhelm almost anyone who stood in its path. Logia fruits are already extremely rare, but this one stands out even more because there's never been another lightning-based devil fruit shown in the series. Inu used this power to rule an entire Skyland, believing nobody could challenge him. Its speed, destructive power, and unique abilities make it one of the strongest elemental fruits ever introduced. Even among the Logia class, this fruit feels completely unique. That's exactly why the Goro Goro no Mi earns the number 7 spot on this list. At number 6, we have the Tori Tori no Mi Model Phoenix, the mythical Zoan used by Marco. Mythical Zoans are already among the rarest devil fruits in the world because they're based on legendary creatures instead of normal animals. This fruit transforms its user into a phoenix, giving them incredible strength, the ability to fly, and blue flames that can heal almost any injury. It's one of the few devil fruits that focuses on both offense and survival at the same time. Marco's healing flames allow him to recover from wounds that would defeat almost anyone else. He can keep fighting through attacks that would normally end a battle, making him incredibly difficult to bring down. Very few devil fruits combine offense, defense, healing, and flight into a single ability. On top of that, it belongs to the extremely rare Mythical Zoan class, making it even harder to find. That perfect mix of rarity and power is exactly why the Tori Tori no Mi Model Phoenix easily earns its place on this list. Coming in at number 5, we have the Inu Inu no Mi Model Okuchi no Makami, the mythical Zoan used by Yamato. This fruit allows its user to transform into a legendary wolf that's been worshipped by a guardian deity in Wano for generations. That alone makes it very different from most other devil fruits. Instead of being based on a real animal, it's based on a mythical protector that exists only in legend. Along with its incredible physical strength, this fruit also grants powerful ice abilities that can freeze large areas during battle. Mythical Zoans are already difficult to find, but this fruit becomes even rarer because of its deep connection to Wano's history and culture. It feels more like an ancient legend than an ordinary devil fruit. That unique background is exactly why the Inu Inu no Mi Model Okuchi no Makami earns the number 5 spot. At number 4, we have the Ope Ope no Mi, the surgeon Surgeon fruit used by law. This fruit allows the user to create a special room where they can perform impossible surgeries without normal limits. They can swap hearts, move organs, separate body parts without killing anyone, and even rearrange the human body however they want. It's one of the most unique devil fruits ever introduced. There's simply nothing else in the series that works quite like it. What makes this fruit even rarer is how desperately people wanted to find it. The world government considered it one of the most valuable devil fruits in existence. Doflamingo was willing to start a war just to get his hands on it, while Caesar Clown spent years trying to copy its abilities and completely failed. Once people learned it could grant eternal youth by sacrificing the user's own life, its value became even greater. That combination of incredible power and unbelievable rarity is exactly why the Ope Ope no Mi earns the number 4 spot. Up next at number 3, we have the Yami Yami no Mi, the darkness fruit used by Blackbeard. Every Logia devil fruit allows its user to become an element and avoid most physical attacks. This fruit is the only exception. Instead of becoming untouchable, the user can pull everything toward them and even cancel another person's devil fruit powers with a single touch. That alone makes it completely different from every other Logia in the series. No other elemental devil fruit follows its own rules the way this one does. The mystery only grows from there. Blackbeard somehow managed to combine this fruit with another devil fruit, something everyone believed was impossible. Even the smartest people in the world can't explain how he did it. Whether that's because of the fruit itself or Blackbeard's unusual body is still unknown. A devil fruit that already breaks the rules of its own category becomes even more mysterious because of that impossible achievement. That's exactly why the Yami Yami no Mi ranks among the rarest devil fruits ever seen. At number 2, we have the Uo Uo no Mi model Seiryu, the mythical Zoan that transforms Kaido into a giant dragon. Mythical Zoans are already the rarest devil fruits in the entire world because they're based on legendary creatures instead of real animals. Only a handful have ever appeared throughout the story. This fruit stands above most of them because it's often considered the strongest Zoan ever introduced. Just finding a mythical Zoan is already a once-in-a-lifetime event. Kaido's dragon form gave him incredible strength, amazing durability, and control over powerful elements like fire, wind, and lightning. He survived countless battles and even multiple execution attempts, making him almost impossible to defeat. The fruit turned him into a walking natural disaster capable of destroying entire battlefields with ease. Finding any mythical Zoan is already incredibly rare. Finding one known as the strongest of its entire category is even more unbelievable. That's why the Uo Uo no Mi model Seiryu comfortably takes the number 2 spot. And finally, at number 1, we have the Hito no Mi model Nika, the legendary devil fruit awakened by Luffy. Every other fruit on this list is rare because it's difficult to find or has unique abilities. This fruit goes far beyond that. For centuries, the world government tried to erase its existence, changing its name and hiding the truth from the entire world. They feared this fruit so much that they wanted nobody to even know it existed. Once awakened, it gives its user complete freedom in the way they fight, allowing them to bend and stretch reality in ways that no other devil fruit can. For hundreds of years, people believed it was nothing more than a myth, because nobody had ever awakened its true power. Even the world government failed to capture it after searching for centuries. A devil fruit that an entire government spent generations trying to hide is on a completely different level of rarity. That's exactly why the Hito no Mi model Nika stands at number 1 on this list.